You're locked in with the Innovators. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. What's going on? You locked in with the Innovators YouTube. You already know I got the best interviews right here, man. Shout out to my sponsor, St. Ives Blunts. Make sure to get you one of those. You already know I got the best interviews right here, man. I got AMG Manson in the studio. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm just chilling.
Icy.
Good looking out. Good looking out, man.
Just to start off, man, how you doing today? How's everything going for you?
Oh, man, I'm having a wonderful day. Woke up, you know what I mean? It's my birthday.
It's your birthday today? Yeah. Oh, shit. Happy birthday.
Good looking. Tape dropped today. Publicly Hated, Privately Loved, Part 2. Make sure y'all tap in.
Yeah.
Slappers.
I got to ask you because I saw the name. What is that meant? What's the meaning behind that, man? Publicly hated, privately loved. let's talk about that.
Man, it's a part 1 of that too. So it's part 1 and part 2.
I seen that.
Basically, you know, it just speaks for, you know, people that tend to love you. You know what I'm saying? You know, in private, but don't want to give you your kudos, don't want to give you your flowers, your roses in public. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it just ties into that, and you can kind of relate whatever, you know, relates to you. But basically, it's that, you know, not being able to shower you with your love and give you your flowers in public.
Yeah. In
private, I'll give it to you. You got that coming.
Why do you think it's like that?
I mean, you know, it be like that because a lot of times people fall into social media. So they let social media dictate how they function or how they operate and who likes this and who doesn't like that, or how somebody feel about this or somebody feel about that. So, you know, that's my outlook on it. I feel like, you know, some people may feel like, you know, this person don't like this person, so I can't like this person in public. You know what I mean? You know, it'd be shit like that. Little girl shit.
Yeah, that's real shit for sure. How do you break out of that, though?
I mean, I stay away from it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just try to bring awareness to it. You know what I mean? That's just like Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. You know, they're going to bring awareness to drunk driving because they want to try to cure that. So I'm bringing it to the forefront. Publicly Hated, Privately Loved, Part 2, Part 1 and Part 2. And I'm just sharing, you know what I mean? Just bringing it to the public, bringing it to the eye, bird's eye view.
Nah, I rock with that heavy. Can you talk about the coronavirus? How's it been affecting you, slowing you down? You scared? How you feel?
I mean, but Corona, I feel like it's a bio warfare. You know what I mean? You know, so in America, I don't want to get too deep, but you know, America, you know, well, the world, from Europe, you know, to all the continents, they've always warred, you know, strategically. Yeah. And you don't have to always drop bombs in order to be at war. You know what I mean? So. Like I said, I feel like it's a political game, and you know we a part of it. We the pawns in it. Yeah. But I've been working. I've been blessed to have a good studio crew, film crew. You know, it's Fat Chris Cash online. Always holler the truth. Yeah. Blessed to have a team to where we still working, and then I got other investments, and I'm an essential company owner. So.
Did you like when it first happened? Did you stop recording or?
Actually, I went in harder for real. Yeah. Like, really, you feel me? Because I was going through a lot, you know what I mean? Shit, I felt like I might have had that shit, you feel me? My crazy ass went and got a flu shot knowing damn well I don't even take vaccines. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was feeling like Meek. I was sick for 2 months. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
so,
that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
I just had a real conversation with my mom earlier. She said, like, CVS called to get my dad the shot because he over 65. Yeah. And I'm like, she's like, you gonna take it? I'm like, hell no. I was like, I ain't never took no vaccine. I don't want to just jump and take that one.
Off top.
You feel me?
Straight
up. But do you think the world will ever go back to normal, like a Rolling Loud, concerts, and all that type of shit?
Yeah, we're gonna get that back. You know, we're gonna get that back. It's numbers right now, so you know, they got to keep. The world is funded off of numbers. Yeah. Everything operates off of numbers. And, you know, I'm not politically correct, you know, but this is my opinion. You know, it's a war. And once the numbers get where they want the numbers to be, then we'll be able to move forward and proceed, you know, as normal. Yeah. People taking vaccines, the people that are put in place to assist the mass public are the most important to receive the vaccine. Yeah. So as long as they got it, I'm good. I ain't getting it.
I rock with that for sure. Can you talk about? We've been seeing a lot of police brutality out there. Is that something you've experienced?
Absolutely. I mean, shit. I done did prison bids. I done been in the penitentiary. I've been California Youth Authority. You know what I mean? I done been up there locked up with my guys from LA all the way up to Oregon. I've been to San Quentin. You know what I mean? Tracy, federal penitentiary. So I'm familiar with with the brutality and the the misjudgments and the misplays when they he reaching for something and they shoot and you got bullets in the back. Coincidentally, I got a song on the album, that kind of relates to that with Mr. Fab called "What Lives Matter." So that'll be one of the next videos I'll be shooting. So
no times. How would you say jail changed you?
Jail changed me. I won't feel like it changed me. I won't say it changed me. I just feel like I developed there. You know what I mean? Like I grew up there. You know what I mean? So I'm saying that to say like I'm from the projects. I'm from Hunters Point, San Francisco, California. So just experiencing going to prison, it gave me like wisdom. You know what I'm talking about? Like it gave me that patience. It gave me that, that leeway to where I can analyze and so I really don't. Some people look at it as a bad thing. Like I take my experience with prison and learning from crooked cops. I used to be hustling on the streets and we had a cop, Lozada. You probably heard of Lozada before. He did the Training Day movie, Denzel. And he used to come through. I remember a time he came through and went in my pockets, had us all hemmed up. And he was like, "How much money you got on you?" And I was like, "Shit, $3,700. You know what I mean? Which in return, I probably had like 45. So he was like, "I'm going to give you this 37, so the rest of this must be mine." So, I didn't experience shit from both sides, being in prison and on the streets. And, it's getting out of hand, and I'm just glad that, we finally bringing awareness to it.
No, not real shit. I feel like in this new era, people are like almost glorifying going to jail and like glorifying being in the streets. But we all know that niggas that are in the streets doing it because they trying to survive and they got to. They not doing it because it's fun or because it look cool. Why do you think nowadays people just do like want to be in the streets just because it look cool?
I feel like I believe social media allowed it to be cool.
Right.
And you do something, you pull a gun out and get the whipping out and doing this and glorifying and glamourifying street life, and you get 1,500, 2,000 likes, then guess what? I'm gonna do that next. I'm gonna do this. Or you know what I mean? So we glorifying the wrong things and we getting the game from the wrong people. You know what I mean?
That's big right there.
You know what I'm saying? So I respect my elders. You know what I mean? You came in the game before me. I'm going to respect it. It's just like, the world is a cycle. It's just like being employed. When you come in, you're going to start right here. You can't just automatically come, you know what I mean, and be this. So, but at the end of the day, I just feel like social media has been an influence on young urban men. You know what I mean? As far as going left because they want to clout chase. They want to be famous. They want to, they want to have a big name. They want to get 2,000 likes. So I just feel like social media caused that. But if they go back and pay attention to the G's and the people that did it before us, they actually got game for us. But we don't want to hear it.
Nah, that's real shit. What was it like growing up at Hunters Point?
Growing up in Hunters Point was... It was rough, it was rough. It was times when shit, it was like out cold blood wars going on. And and people was getting and dying, every day, and it was growing up there, experiencing that. It just like it made me immune to it. You know what I'm saying? So growing up in Hunters Point, it kind of made it give you a heartless identity. You know what I mean? And it's, but it was, I had fun. I grew up there, riding bikes and doing this and that. But I learned how to sell crack there too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got to be able to take it for what it is and be able to move on, but never forget about it. That's
crazy that you mentioned like I just watched this Netflix series on like the crack epidemic, and it's just called Crack. So it's just showing all this shit. What was it like in that era when niggas was selling crack? Like it was a crazy term. Like how I just see like it was like they tried to make it seem like it was only black people that was doing crack. Right. But a lot of shit that I see in the documentary, I'm like, oh, it's all white people pulling up into the hood to do this.
Yeah, they loved it. And that's how it was. I remember that. Like I remember, white dudes coming and pulling up, and that was. It was a good time then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was around for the 92 drought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it was a drought in 92, you know what I mean? And if you was in the game, if you a boy, you know about that 92 drought for real. And that shit was all the whole California. It wasn't no south, north. It was serious, you know what I'm saying? So, I come from that time, man, and it was hectic. They was smoking that shit. Yeah. They loved it.
Yeah. How did you grow up? Were your parents around? What was that like?
I had both my parents. I was tighter with my dad than I was with my mom. Yeah. But I guess I'm blessed because I'm a good father. So I guess me growing up with my dad, it molded me into knowing how I had to deal with my children and raise my children and provide and be there for my children. But both my parents, my mom and my dad, and my dad ain't no street nigga or nothing.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't that nigga went to jail for tickets one time. Nigga was like, I can't do it. That ain't me. Yeah. He ain't gonna tell on a nigga to do no shit like that, but he ain't gonna commit no crime.
Yeah. So how did you get into the streets?
I'm from Hunters Point. I'm born and raised Hunters Point.
Yeah.
Day one, original. You know what I mean? My grandparents came from New Orleans and Arkansas.
Yeah.
And with the shipyard and landed in Hunters Point. You know what I mean? My mama, you know what I mean? So I was born there. I was born at the county hospital, San Francisco General.
My grandpa and like my whole family moved from Louisiana. So like
off top,
it's a lot of people in the Bay. People don't know that it's a lot of like people from the Bay Area that are like first and second generation. Like
they come from they come from the South. Yeah. Most of us, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Most of our, you know what I mean? Most of our grandparents for sure. They ain't from out here. They fled and came out here because it was a lot more lenient with the racism.
Exactly.
So it was like it wasn't, you know what I mean? Like in the South, they was official with that. Like nigga, this is what it is. Nigga, we finna catch you outside. It's your ass out. Yeah. You know what I mean? So. My grandparents and them, he was both of my granddaddies was in the Navy.
Yeah.
So they came and they like, nigga, it's good out here. Except for all their cousins, you know what I mean? So, we connected, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. We all connected. We all damn near related for real.
Tell me, how would you describe the Bay Area? Like, would you say, like in 3 words? Could you describe it? Really? Nah, describe Hunters Point in 3 words. I think that's better.
Broken, hope, and potential.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
How you feel about the Bay Area music scene right now?
The Bay Area music scene is fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's fire. It's fire. It's fire. You know what I mean? It been fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before me, you know what I mean? After me, you know what I mean? The Bay Area scene been fire.
Yeah.
We just got to come together more. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's all.
That's what everybody be saying for sure.
We'd be great.
Yeah. We could be like all the LAs, the New Yorks, the Atlantas.
Absolutely.
We could be right there.
Absolutely.
How would you describe yourself?
Personally, or just as a person?
Yeah.
I'm kick back, laid back.
Yeah.
I want to see others win. I thrive on seeing others win. It's like I got like a computer chip in my brain that I love to help people, and if I can see you better yourself, it's a drive for me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when experiencing all the things I experienced, you know, I'm saying negatively. And when you get to a certain space in life, your drives change. Kind of like when Jay-Z came out with In My Lifetime, he had Waves, Crew Cut.
Yeah.
Now look at him.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine the mental space Jay-Z has reached to feel comfortable displaying that organic hairstyle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I see myself as a helper, you know what I mean? And, you know, trying to, you know, maintaining my humility.
Yeah. What does AMG stand for?
All money good, you know what I'm saying? But nah, AMG is you know, it sits on my heart because AMG Austin, that's my cousin. This my brand too. Yeah. It's the new luxury line. Yeah. But
look nice.
Appreciate you. I blessed you with one too.
Oh shit. I'm
alright.
That go in the bill I just got.
You know what I'm saying? So but Austin Music Group, Austin Management Group, Austin Media Group, Artist Media Group, AMG Towing. The list goes on. It's a brand. It's a serious corporate brand.
Yeah.
And but my cousin Austin, he was murdered back in 2011.
Yeah.
And I was in federal prison. I couldn't, you know, I wasn't there. My arms was tied behind my back, but I'm keeping him lit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So AMG, all money good. Yeah. And I'm an ordained minister, so Almighty God. You know what I mean? So, you know, stay tapped in.
Oh, that's I like that. I like that. Can you talk about the pros and cons of being an artist?
The pros and cons of being an artist, they vary. But it just depends on your creative mind space and what you feel a pro and what you feel a con is.
Yeah.
Some people, you know, feel like going to spend money to record your music or pay for a beat is a con.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When realistically, it's a pro.
That's how you make your money.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So, because I see people all the time like, oh, artists spend money this. I understand. You got to go get an oil change for your car to run, too.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah, you know, artistically, I just feel like, you know, being open-minded and just, you know, being able to keep it pushing.
How did you get into music?
I've been messing around with music, thinking I could sing, rap, thought I could freestyle probably when I was 3-4 years old. And, you know, I liked beats. I liked drums. You know, my grandma had an organ in her family room, and I used to always, you know, get on it and play it and mess with it. And, you know, but I got my cousins is the Neutrons, the Newts. You know, it was a big group out of the Bay Area.
You know, I'm familiar.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So Jay Valentine, you know, Ronnie Newt. You know, that's a part of that family that I said that came from the South and came out here and got all. That's how these are my cousins and all that type of. So it's deep. You know what I mean?
That's tight,
music run deep.
Yeah. Now I like that. Do you remember the first song you ever made?
I do remember the first song I ever made.
Was it good? Was it a good song?
I do remember the first song. The first song I ever made was back when it was DAT. They had DAT machines and shit.
That's how it was recorded?
Yeah, okay. On the DAT machine. And I had one with the enhancer. He was one of the he's like legendary. He's a part of Bay Area history with the music scene. Yeah. He used to be with TC and all them, but the first song I recorded ever was Straight Flow.
Yeah. Straight
Flow. And that was with my guys from Q Street. This one, Q Street, was a different had a different dynamic. Yeah. But with Scarface, rest in peace, Scarface. You know what I mean? Keisha P, what's up? Yeah. But that was the first song, and the next song I did was AK Sprays. Yeah. It was like a remake or a emulate or a homage to the Delinquents. Yeah.
Shout out to the Delinquents for sure.
Most definitely Delinquents.
How do you feel about people been getting caught up by what they've been saying in their interviews? Do you think it's on the artist or the interviewer as far as like what's being asked and what's being said? You know, anybody can ask a question.
It's a free country. It's a free country. and you are at you're not at liberty to discuss anything. So if you feel uncomfortable with a question, then you can scale back from it. But you responsible for what you say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your mouth said it, you said it.
Yeah.
We don't let a Caucasian person come in and say nigga and they, oh, let me take that back.
Yeah.
It's said already, so the damage is
already done. Not real shit. Do you think like having the fame and the spotlight is good or bad?
It just depends on your patience and fame is a precious child, right? So you have to be cautious and move. I don't want to use the wrong word, but you got to be cautious and you got to move fragile with fame.
Yeah.
Because everybody's watching. You know what I mean? Everybody's watching, everybody's listening. And, when you reach, the plateau of fame, you are responsible for, for the public and society and the community because your voice matters. So, that's...
Why do you think, why do you think artists are such like a target now in this new era? Like, people are always trying to rob artists, shoot at them, catch them slipping, cars go to their music. They just shot up fucking Roddy Ricch video. We seen King Von. Like, why the niggas bring on this type of energy? You feel me?
Like I think it go back to, mixing the streets with music, the streets with rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of times these young guys get offended because they really in the streets, and then you rapping like you in the streets.
Yeah.
But you not. So it's like, you know what? You rapping like you in the streets. I'm finna pull up on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's see. So it's a clout thing on one end, but because at the end of the day, if I embarrass you and prove to the world that you're not who you're supposed to be, they're gonna start watching me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it goes back to guidance too. You know what I mean? It goes back to guidance, and it's a lot of information is misinterpreted.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth.
Yeah. What artists did you grow up listening to?
RBL Posse, JT the Bigger Figure, Rappin' Forte, Messy Marv, Mac Dre, Too Short for sure.
Yeah.
40 the Click.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to that type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Would you say that the music business is cutthroat?
I don't think it's cutthroat. I mean, it's just you got to be aware.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's all about self-preservation and self-awareness.
Yeah.
Motherfucker slide you a piece of paper, you got to know what the piece of paper talking about.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wouldn't say it's cutthroat. It's just everybody trying to eat. Everybody trying to do what each other trying to do.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you just got to be on your toes. It's just like sitting down on a job. The boss coming, you got to make sure you up.
Yeah.
Be on your shit.
Not real shit. If someone never heard your music, what record would you tell them to listen to?
Right now, I tell them listen to that Ben Rich.
Yeah.
Or that Bluebird, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that 2021 Bluebird.
Yeah.
And that Ben Rich off that Publicly Hated, Privately Loved Part 2.
Yeah.
Don't sleep.
What's your process for selecting beats and working on lyrics for your songs?
Relationships. In the industry, I'm a stress this the most. You get more done with relationships. You know what I mean? It's like extremely difficult to get shit done without relationships. So I would say relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just being familiar with what style production you like. I fuck with JP Bangs. You know what I mean? JP Bangs. I fuck with Bangs, and we got a relationship. He did my first album when I first came home from the feds. Most Known Unknown.
Yeah.
And I fuck with Holla the Truth.
Yeah.
Them is like my two in-house go-tos. Like if I need something, and then Armani DePaul, he's like right there too.
I've been seeing him too.
Armani DePaul, he like right there too.
Yeah.
I got relationship. I can call each one of them. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah.
So you just dropped Publicly Hated, Privately Loved too. What was the process like for recording this second installment?
I just wanted to number one, I wanted to stay real. I want to stay factual. I want to stay, I want to stay to the point as clean as possible, legit as possible. You know what I mean? So I want to say as much as I can say without it turning into an indictment. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but I'm just a narrator though. You know what I mean? So I'm just narrating, the visions of what goes on in the urban community. So.
Yeah. What would you say is the biggest difference between this one and the first one?
The biggest, this one, part one, it was emotional. If you listen to it, it's, it got my feelings in it, you know what I mean, and I'm expressing. But part two is my baby. Like, I feel like I can't get in. They don't want to let me in the door. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, I got to let my work speak for it. So I'm like, I'm going in this time. Like, fuck it, no holds back. Yeah. I'm off federal probation. Yeah. I could talk slick, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I just was like, I'm going in. And I did that. I took my time. I was patient. Yeah. And it developed into a body of work. And I had I only selected 11, and I got probably about 50-something songs.
Oh, sure shit. Yeah. So you was working. You got a lot of shit to choose from.
Oh yeah.
So when it came to choosing the records, was it you just choosing them, or did you and your team was sit down, deciding the order and which ones you was gonna go with?
Oh yeah. I'm always going. I gotta always get some feedback from the team. Fat. You know what I mean? Hug. Always holler the truth. You know what I mean? So I'm always get some feedback. Anytime if they ain't there, or if I knock something out, I'm gonna definitely send it, man. What you think? How you feel? You know what I mean? To get some feedback, and we go from there. But I'm always keeping it real, and telling the true story. So,
Yeah, there was a break between your projects. You dropped in 2018, I believe. You dropped Most Known Unknown, and then you did drop. You dropped Publicly Hated, Privately Loved, the first one in 2020. So that was 2 years. Why was that gap in between there?
No bullshit. I was on the ropes. I was like, man, I just felt like, you know what? I'm done with this shit.
For real.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Because you go through times and it was different things going on, and I had other investments, and I just felt like the other investments I had were wiser. You know what I mean? Because I just was like, damn, I'm trying to get in this door. Yeah. I'm working, you know what I'm saying? And I just was like, you know what? Fuck it. Obviously, I'm not working hard enough. Yeah. And just, I just went to the drawing board and just, tapped in with my producers, man, send me this, send me that, send me this. And just got to work, and it just came out like that.
In that moment when you're thinking about not rapping anymore and giving up, how do you push through that? Because I know that's a moment that a lot of artists go through. You feel me? It's some dudes out there that go through that moment and just give up. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But how do you keep yourself going in that moment?
Don't make it about money. When you make it about money, it becomes a chase. And when it becomes a chase, you sacrifice. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then within that sacrifice, you sacrifice the wrong things, and then, and so on and so forth. People get crossed, people get burned, and it become a chase. But when you don't make it about money and you just enjoy it and you let it flow the way, the way it come out, then you be at peace with this shit. So I just bounce back like that.
I like that. I think that's key, though, for sure. With anything, if you let it do it, you should just do it for that and not do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It'll make you rich.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't make it about that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, at the end of the day, I'm blessed enough to be in a position to where, like I said, I have other investments. Yeah. So those sources or incomes or generate a lifestyle for me. Yeah. You know what I mean? I do this because I love it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And when you make it about that, people they can hear the love, they can hear the passion. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make a record. Oh, did you get it? Did you get it? I want you to love it.
Yeah.
I want you to love it. But key thing, anytime somebody listen to my music or listen to one of my records, I tell them, listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Nah, not real shit. Nah, I like that for sure. What would you say is like the biggest, like, what did you notice of yourself from saying most known, unknown to publicly hated, privately loved to, like the growth? I know you see it for sure.
Most known, unknown. I came home from the feds. I was moving around, you know, with Hug, you know what I'm saying, with Big Hug, the bag man, management, and we was moving around with Nefta Pharaoh, Mozzie, everybody that was hot, SOB on that, you know, on that. We went on tours, went out of state, everywhere with him. So most known, unknown. That's a baby for me because I came home and I knocked the album out. I did a project, but I was seeing so much. I wanted to rush. I wanted to hurry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of taking my time and letting my turn come. You feel what I'm saying? So I rushed it, and you know I'm happy with it. You know for what it is, and you know. But I was seeing so much. I just wanted to move faster than I needed to.
Yeah.
So.
No, I got you. It's funny that you say that though. I always be saying, like people can't be in a rush to make it so fast, but then they'll realize like your turn just come when it comes.
It's gonna be your turn. You know what I mean?
Everybody get a turn.
Everybody get a turn.
But what I do think is important though is somebody told me all the people you see on the way up, you're gonna have to see them on the way down.
See them on the way down.
So you keeping it solid with people and always being genuine. It's something that you can always stick and keep key to you. Feel me? Nah, real shit.
Everybody
sure.
that you see on the way up, you gonna see them all on the way down. Most important part of the fucking interview.
Yeah. How you feel about tricking?
About what?
Tricking.
What the fuck?
You know how people be like, I'm gonna buy this girl this Birkin bag, Gucci shoes. That's all niggas be talking about in their raps today. Is that something that you rock with, or is that your style, or what?
See, that's complex for me because it's like, well, actually, it's easy for me because it's like the guys that's talking about that. If that's what you want to do, and that's what point of life if that's what point in life you at,
yeah,
that's cool. Do your thing. I mean, me, I'm in a different position. I got different things going on.
Yeah.
So you know, the people that are tied to me, you know, it's all we business partners. You know what I mean? So if you tied to me, it's going, you know, you my business partner.
Yeah.
We doing business. So you gonna get whatever you supposed to get regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not making a song about it. But it ain't nothing wrong with it if that's what you want. You know what I mean? Just make sure you put some up too.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
How you feel about tricking? I'm not tricking, excuse me. How you feel about snitching? My fault.
Man, I'd have been told on. You feel me? Shit.
Damn.
Shit, I've been to prison. You know what I mean? Shit, I got state number, federal number. Well, I had. You know, I gave that shit back. But it's foul. You know, it's wrong. You know what I mean? For you to, you know, put yourself in a position to where you get caught up like that and then feel like you can buy your way out by giving a guy up. You know what I mean? Like that ain't gonna never fly. Yeah. Ain't gonna fly with me, you know. So, I mean, you know, but, you know, people got different. I come from that era to where where that, you know, they against that. And you can't make up a reason for why it's okay and all that. But, you know, that's crazy. Circle smaller than that.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's no good at all.
Yeah.
What's your hobbies outside of music?
Lifting weights, working out, shit. Wake up every morning, 5 a.m, burpees, bust down. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it, so ain't no sense in me stopping. You know, when I get home, so you know I stay busting down every morning. You know, shit. You know, about to start going to go fuck with this golf.
Okay.
You know, meet different people. You know what I mean? Different circles.
Yeah.
About to make acting one of my hobbies. One of my, you know, I'm finna take a class just to better up because me and Fat, we working on a series, Holla, short film. You know, so we working.
That's hard.
So we got different hobbies. Good food is one of my hobbies too. Good food.
What's one of your favorite restaurants?
I'm not a particular person like that. You know what I mean? If any good food is good for me. If it's quality food, I'm with it. If it's fresh, I'm with it. Oh yeah. I'll turn some shit up.
Oh, for real?
I'll turn some shit up. Lobsters, you know what I mean? Snow crabs. I can make anything. I come from a line of men in my family. You know, the men can get down. Yeah. You got to be able to eat.
I rock with them for sure.
Be able to eat.
Do you believe in aliens or ghosts?
I definitely believe in aliens.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I definitely believe in aliens.
Why is that?
It's just a fact. You know what I mean? This technology is a motherfucker. Sometimes I space out sometimes, and I be like, damn, these motherfucking aliens that made the shit to where the phone could take a picture to all the way across the country from just a press of a button. Yeah. We ain't do that. Yeah. It's deeper than that. That's crazy. It's deeper because how would you even think of, I understand rubbing wood together and starting a fire. Yeah. But come on, man. You know what I mean? So, I believe in, I definitely believe there's
Do you believe you are your biggest critic?
I'm definitely my biggest critic. I'm on my line, like, you know what I mean, aggressively, you know what I mean? You feel me? But I got my team around me, they my critics too, because Fat, Holla, they never satisfied. They don't like nothing. So
I think if everyone around you is a tough critic, I think that makes it the best. I just hate, like, I feel like artists have such a tough job because they gotta gauge the music. Yeah. But it's even worse if everybody around you is yes man.
Absolutely.
And they not even trying to help.
Yeah. Off top, you don't want that. You definitely want to get some shit to keep you humble and maintain that humility. Yeah. So
if you could pick yourself to be any animal in the world, what would it be and why?
That's silverback gorilla.
Yeah. why a gorilla?
They're the closest thing to us. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I feel like, it'll just be a trip back to where I came from. But I believe we evolved from that, and I admire the strength. I admire the strength and the intelligence of a gorilla. Yeah. So
I rock with that. What advice can you give to up and coming artists?
Say definitely keep working. If this what you interested in, if music is what make you move, make it happen. You know what I mean? But like I said, don't let money corrupt you. Don't let money motivate you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Don't and I know people say money motivated, but don't let money motivate you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because if money will motivate you, you'll do anything. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's real shit. How do you feel about rap beef? You ever had a rap beef?
No, I never had a rap beef, or if I did, I never knew about it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I never had no rap beef. I'm good. I'm with everybody. If you rocking, you with it, nigga. You want to do something? Tap in with me. Yeah. I'm reachable. I'm accessible. I'm not Hollywood. I ain't tripping off the ice and nothing. Yeah. I ain't I'm reachable. I'm a human being. I'm a person.
Do you believe that street politics should stop rappers from making music together?
It's levels. It's a degree to making music together. You know what I mean? So now it's complicated because it depends on the level of the beef. Yeah. You know what I mean? Some dudes just be talking and making songs and be rapping because a nigga took his girl and get to throwing a nigga name out there. So sometimes it be a little petty, little girl shit. Yeah. But when niggas get to getting, they shit blew off and shit like that, it's a different thing. So yeah. It just depends on, the level of the beef, of the meal, you know what I mean? Yeah. Rap is rap, though. Yeah. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas, if you a street nigga, you could be a street nigga that's just rapping. Yeah. Like, I'm not a rapper. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not a fucking rapper. Yeah. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with being a rapper. Yeah. I'm just saying I'm narrating a story.
Yeah.
I'm giving a story because somebody has to share it because generations and times change.
Yeah.
So I got to share my story
Yeah.
and my version and my experience and my vision of the era that I came from.
Yeah. No, I got you. For sure. If you could relive your life, is there anything you would change?
The only thing I would change, but then if I change that, it would change the narrative of my life.
Yeah.
So I really wouldn't change anything. You know what I mean? I wouldn't change nothing. Probably have better relationships, better friendships.
Yeah.
Probably show more, more of how genuine I am with the friendships and relationships.
Yeah.
But as far as my experiences, everything that I've been through, I wouldn't change because obviously it basically was the catalyst of me becoming who I am.
Yeah. No, I got you. Do you believe when an artist gets popping, they should move away from their city?
I believe if you live in an urban community,
Yeah.
if you live in a low income area,
Yeah.
and you want more for yourself, God damn it, you should move.
Yeah.
I'm moving.
Yeah.
I lived in the projects.
Yeah.
And when I got to prison, my cell walls was the same as my motherfucking room walls in the projects.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Concrete. I'm talking about,
crazy.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, not no sheetrock.
Yeah.
You couldn't fall through the walls at my house
Yeah.
when I was a kid or in Hunters Point Pride. You can't
Yeah.
fall through them.
Yeah.
It's concrete.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, it just, being my experience and just growing up and going through that, it's just,
Nah, I got you for sure. Can you tell me the most money you spent in a day?
The most money I spent in a day. I'm gonna have to do some numbers. Cause I don't want the IRS to fuck with me. Nah,
if you don't want to
good numbers.
I like that.
Good numbers.
I like the way you answered that. Can you tell me what inspires you?
I'm inspired. The youth.
Yeah.
The youth inspire me. You know what I mean? They extremely creative. You know what I mean? My kids inspire me. You know what I mean? They inspire me to do more. You know what I mean? And to never be satisfied or never be content. So that's my drive. My kids, they inspire me.
Yeah. Any goals for 2021?
Keep dropping. Keep working. Shit, we just landed in LA. Shit, a couple hours ago. We video shot all the shit.
Yeah.
Now we sitting right here with Innovators turned all the way up.
Yeah.
Rocket ship.
Yeah. For my final question, I want to ask you, what advice would you give to the younger you?
My son, Kane City Duder.
Yeah.
Kane City Duder, he finna be free ASAP March.
Yeah.
What I'm giving him, keep working hard. Stay humble.
Yeah.
Move strategically. Limit your trust,
Limit your trust.
Limit your trust because a lot of people have ill intentions. And I have a genuine heart, so I be having to be careful. That's why I keep my circle small. You know what I mean? I'm genuine. I give, and me being a giving person like that, I got to keep my circle small.
Yeah.
So I can't be infiltrated with distrust.
Yeah. Do you have any final words for the people before you get out of here?
February 23rd, Cake Day. Publicly Hated, Privately Loved, Part 2. Tap in. Part 1, most known, unknown. Rewind. Go all the way back. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got to get that love to Fat. You know it's Fat. I'm already there. Holla the Truth, The Bagman, B-Team, Villain. My Uncle Black did that intro on the beginning of that fucking Publicly Hated, Privately Loved, Part 2. Went crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Innovators, definitely.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Thizzler. BT, RBL Posse, JP Bangs, Chris Cash, Jungle Life Studio, Empire, Stretch, Will, you know. If I know you, you shining too. Everybody, man. I hope I ain't forgetting nobody, man, because I definitely hate leaving anybody out. Man, you already know. DAD the General, free you, see you, ASAP. We in LA. Yeah. Fucking with it, man.
For sure. AMG Manson, I appreciate you. You already know. You're locked in with the Innovators. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell.